reference of like what we're doing for, I can look back at it and easy peasy. That over here like that, and that should be good to go. We'll get Reaper fired up here. Good old Reaper.
So this is the project that you did?
No, this is something different. This is what I was working on today. If you wanted to see it, I can show you real quick. Alright, so everything should be in working order. Oh, hold on. Let me switch a few things. Preferences. Because I was working with another dude in the studio, aka my bedroom, we had to do some bunk stuff. That's about it. Nothing too crazy.
Okay, to start off, do you have any questions?
Yeah, fresh track. Let's start off with that note. Cause like I'll go over this stuff. This is just a rough sketch that I'm gonna be putting over together by next Monday to show people. So I guess insert new track. Oh, I guess. So you haven't done much with Reaper, right?
No, I don't know.
It is text box on text box on text box. Put it very simply. Rescan. Alright, let's see if this plugin. VST. Alright, it didn't load. Preferences, edit path list, add path. Apply. Let's see if it added it now. Is it VST or what is this thing? Let's see. I'm still getting acquainted with how to add plugins into system VST paths. Scan. Apply. It looks like it did something. K-clip. Alright, what is this thing? I know if I go into Serum, I can use the compressor, and I can, like, new track, Serum.
But you know how it functions,
It makes things louder, less loud, more distorted, less distorted. I don't know how to put it into words. Yeah, so let me go get my snares. If I can find the snare instrument, snares. Let's just drop in a snare here. So we got a snare.
So think about the threshold is you're bringing down what how do I explain this? So it's amplitude is like the tallness of the waveform. So it's essentially how loud it is.
Okay.
So you look at the snare, you can tell this at the tail end on the right side, it's not loud, right? And then on the left side is loud, right?
Yes.
Threshold would basically be telling if it is this loud, I want you to reduce the volume. So it basically controls it. Does that make sense?
It controls the volume. Okay.
So here, can I share my screen?
Yeah, absolutely. Do I have to share? Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I understand it, but I've never really explained it.
No, that's totally fair. Like, that's half the thing of teaching is you can learn it, but teaching is a different beast.
Okay, so see this clip?
Yes.
You can see that this has already been clipped. So like these waveforms definitely went over. Like they were louder, right? But then they got chopped off. This is what a clipper does. So this sample is processed with a clipper. So if you want to like basically imagine where this probably you can see it, it went up here, down here, right? But a clipper just chops that off. It adds distortion, but it keeps it loud. So does that make sense? So a threshold is basically setting like a level. What a compressor would do is like you say, hey, the threshold is where my mouse is. Just imagine a line just cutting it off, right? Anytime the loudness exceeds this level, I want you to lower the volume. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's how compressors function. They essentially just lower the volume when a certain threshold of volume is exceeded. Yeah, that's the best way I can. So they lower the volume when a certain threshold is exceeded, right? So that's. If you were to like look on Reddit or something on how to get loud for dubstep, you want to use a clipper. But a lot of people talk about compressors and shit. Don't use compressors for dubstep. Use clippers.
Use clippers, not compressors. Okay.
They're dirtier, but have you ever like gone and compared your track to like someone like a pro's track? You're like, why is mine so quiet?
Definitely. I've wondered that kind of, yes.
So yeah, so the trick to that is saturation into a clipper. Okay, so what saturation does is it fills out the spectrum. It essentially creates harmonics. It just fills the space. It makes it sound really big. And the side effect of that being big is that it's loud. So like this, I've just brought in this sound. You can see that this is a fat fucking waveform. That's basically what happens when you saturate. It just looks like bricked up like that. So this is, you know, kind of a sample made by a dubstep artist who already saturated and clipped this, right?
You got the OG Windows 11 there.
Just what do you mean?
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, this is like a fresh install, so I haven't even gone into personalize it.
No worries. Okay. So we got that. What was the other thing I wanted to ask about? I wanted to ask about, so if I'm going into, let's say I get a bass here. Let's get Squeebo going, and let's turn, oh God. That goes, okay, there we go. Okay, let's turn you down, so you're manageable. And then I'm gonna go turn on. Oh yeah. Good call. Share screens. I don't know how to describe this yet. I'm still. Is it sharing?
Yes.
All right, cool. So let me bring my keyboard closer, and then let me just record. Alright, good enough. And then if I go over here and I add an FX and I go into EQ, what is up with this EQ shenanigans? Like, is 100 below like my sub frequency that's gonna make my 12, my two 12-inch subs kick in my car? And what do I do with the rest of this shenanigans of spectrum of sound?
Okay, so you want to just play that sound? Will it show?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can definitely. Let's have a talk.
Alright, cool.
So I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, what you're saying. Bring up
Is that Ableton plugin?
no, it's you don't need this.
Okay.
I'll supply you some. This is further down the road, right? You know what I mean? Like, do beginner to have any value.
Bless your soul. Okay. Cool.
And how come I can't see it? I am.
Oh, no worries. Fresh install.
Okay, there we go. So, yes, sub bass. So, do you understand the concept of octaves?
Yes, I do. I did roughly. It's been I did 5 years of piano, but I can understand it.
Yeah, so basically your sub frequencies. So I guess a good reference to go off is like your first lowest octave, your subwoofer octave, the dubstep octave, right? Is ranging basically from around 30, I think 32 hertz. It's like the lowest. That's like the lowest sub note you can play, right? To essentially double that 64. So this, what am I playing? This is a D. He's pretty low. So, hey, listen, you can probably hear him playing.
Yeah, I'm listening through my headphones, my like Logitech gaming headphones, but I got kickers right next to me, but it will interact with like how the sound is processed for the YouTube video.
Yeah, so this low, what's this? Maybe a D. Anyways, you can probably, honestly, I probably can't hear this with headphones on, but I'm probably hearing this one. This is the sub frequency, right?
Oh, I can easily hear that.
You might be hearing all the harmonics. This is the sub frequency. So if I were to like say cut all those out, do that, just leave the sub. Might not be easy.
No, I can still hear that.
Okay. can't really, but wait. Okay. It's going through my speakers.
Okay. What kind of audio equipment do you have, just to run through that real quick too?
Right now, I'm using gaming headphones.
You got atoms, bro. Ooh. Okay. Continue.
Okay. So. Just the. Can you hear that?
I can barely hear that.
So like, yeah, that's pretty low. You hear that one better?
No. Is that the same? Yeah, I can hear it.
Anyways, that's your sub frequency. That's what makes your. That's what makes the sub go.
Okay, no shit. Okay.
But then you have your second, your next harmonic is just, it's double the hertz, right? So 50. Your second harmonic's at 100 right? I have that cut with this filter.
Yes.
It's cutting, I have it cutting on. So now you can hear it. But basically, this is your sub frequency. This is what you hear on good speakers and subs, right? This second harmonic is the one that kind of shows up on the shittier speakers, right? This is like for the second harmonic is like what makes your mix more listenable on like
Yes.
but like if you're a bass musician, having a very clean sub is really so I guess now to go over the fundamentals of sound design, you gotta have a clean sub. You gotta have it clean. If it's not, it won't sound good. So with that, that means essentially you don't want to process your sub frequency very much, if accurate. So that's like keeping that in mind. That's how I fundamentally do everything. So what does that mean, right?
Yes.
What does that mean? That means so this is a more of a this I'm using the sub signal.
Yes, I can follow.
So that one's more clean. The I was using before was like the saw wave, which creates all those extra harmonics which you can hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we just got the sub, which is like big, right? Can you hear that one?
Yeah, I can easily hear that.
Okay, yeah, so that's like yeah, but it's a little bit muted. You probably can hear it, but it's not. If you have speakers will start rolling off the subs. You know what I mean by that? Like
No.
as you go lower, it starts to get quieter. It's like they can't really hear. That's so like if you were to test how low do my speakers go, right? You start playing a low note, you start going low, low, low. It doesn't just stop playing at low, right? It just gets quieter and quieter and quieter as you get lower. Right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Follow what I'm saying, right? I
Yeah.
can probably demonstrate that right now. You kind of hear that kind of just get quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
So that's basically your speakers just rolling and going. They just don't respond. It's a certain level, right? Anyways.
So we were going to go through the frequencies of, I guess, harmonics with octaves.
Yeah, so these are your basically two sub frequencies. Like the first, this is like the low harmonic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you're choosing a key in dubstep, you're basically choosing that key. The reason why you choose a key is what's the root of it. Right? So that's like how low can you go, right? So to answer that question, usually the lowest you can go is C sharp. louder. That's kind of the trade-off. So usually you pick between C sharp and like G. That's kind of the range.
I have noticed myself a lot in G and F.
So like that's, I think that's fine. I think that's. I like it. I like the tonality of lower stuff, but it's like you pick like an F or a G. It's like loud. So then you have the problem. Here's like, for instance, picking the key of C. Right? C is like you have one sub note that's too low, and then if you go up a note, it's too high. It's kind of like an awkward position.
Yes, I see that.
So C is kind of a shitty key. Right? And then B isn't like low enough. Like I feel like G is like the highest I'd go. And G is perfectly fine. I think that's like maybe like subtronic tunes. I like D.
It's like D. Okay. D minor, sharp, anything like that, or?
D minor. I don't know if you're a DJ.
I look at key, not like 12A and stuff like that. I don't look at like the C minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not a DJ, but yeah. Anyway, so the key you're probably going to choose right between
Okay.
D are basically where you want to be.
Rock on.
And-
Okay.
Okay, and the reason again is because of the low, the subnote. So like let's design a sound. Do you know about FM process?
Yeah, I know FM8 from Massive, I think it is, but that's about it.
That might be something. FM is frequency modulation. And
Okay.
So when you look, actually, you know what? There's, you know how Syrup's got all this shit, right? Pretty complicated. FM is basically, it's simple, and it gets like a really good result.
Okay. Could you bring it onto the screen?
Oh, can you see it?
I can't see whatever FM thing you're using. There we go. I can see it now. No, I could only see it if it was in like D, C, or like the serum little box in the bottom left-hand corner right next to the scrub area.
How well do you know Syrup?
Novice.
You can put together a basic patch though.
I go, yeah, basic patch. I go into heavy bass, and then I go squeebo.
How about you to help you design a patch, right?
All right, so let's go to the INT, save, and then INT. Yeah, bass hard, squeebo, right hand side, or down, squeebo, square bow, and then go over to oscillator A and go into digital. And it should have shrats. Yes. Ah, that's my shit, bro. This is my jam. And then I play from here. This is my language. This is as far as I know Serum, and then I just play with it. Yeah, I can go into the timbre or whatever it's called, the wobble rate, stuff like that. I'm not entirely. Yeah, go ahead.
More of a preset tweaker at this stage of the game.
Yes. What is the next stage of the game?
Well, you know what? Tweaking presets is really a valid way to get good stuff fast and like it's legit. It's completely legit. And
Okay.
But it's like the more that you learn, it's like the more that you'll know how to tweak these things, right? Okay, I'll show you the F. Like, I'll show you like my favorite.
Okay.
So the basis of frequency modulation is to have two simple sounds. Okay? You have one sound modulate other. Okay. So how this works is you turn off one of the oscillators.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to tell this one I am going to assign frequency modulation. So what's happening is that this is starting to boil the tonality of this one. It's not on, but it starts to some interesting things start to happen. So how this would normally go is maybe use this one to be higher pitched than this one. But like we're getting some interesting squelchings. So that's cool, right? So we're gonna play off that. We're gonna build a sound that kind of goes like this. We're just gonna have a little bit of movement into this stuff. Okay. Cool, right?
Yes.
We could also try what else could we so again different tonalities we do. Okay, move on a little bit. So now we'll do a filter. So some of the cool ones are this language section.
Okay.
And we have the section called so they add a lot of you just kind of have to play with them a little bit, but they add a lot of stuff. So now, yeah, getting somewhere kind of gnarly really quick, right?
Very quick.
And then we can go back and we can edit these two.
Let's put a pause real quick. So how does one, like, play in Serum, tweak it, and get that to be recorded on my outcome?
On your output?
Yeah, on my output. Like, instead of it just staying exactly how it is in Serum, once I get finished tweaking it, like, if it hit record, and then I change the wobble meter, and then have set the wobble meter back and forth, I play with it on my mouse. Is there an automation tool for that, or is that, like, you gotta kind of, like, design this thing?
Okay, so I guess want to explain your question one more time?
Yeah, so let's go, let's say I turned the sub on and off, right? And I change it from a saw back to sine wave. And I just keep on doing that on repeat. But I hit record, and I want it to record going from sine wave to saw. Like, just like, am I able to tweak in the software and it outputs? Or...
So, I don't know how to do this on paper, probably, but what kind of is how you do it. You have to go, like, look this up how to do it. Put on Serum, so now this Serum 1 is inputting audio 2. Press the bar this record. And when they hit record,
oh, it's an audio. Okay.
and now I can go back and I can listen to this, what I just made.
Bro, you just solved like a huge issue of mine. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I just...
So you're gonna have to go and like learn how to do this on paper. I'm assuming it's a thing.
I already figured it out just by how you did it. I can translate.
Okay. Cool, awesome. So that's like actually, if you want to talk about workflow things. So if I'm doing like a sound design session, I sometimes do this, but say like I'm like, okay, this is. Here, I'm gonna put a mini. Okay, so now that I have that in, what I will do, say I'm happy with this. I'm not. I say I am.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to record this. Oops. Okay, cool. That's cool. I like that. I'm just gonna have this other app, put this there, and now I'm gonna be like, okay, let's change it a little bit. Record that. Now I'm like basically stockpiling samples.
Yes. Okay. You're making me so happy right now. I haven't been able to translate this thought into action.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a cool way to work, right? And then I'll like take these and I'll actually save them, and then I'll have like I've done like a session of like samples. And I'll build a song with those. That's sometimes a cool way to work. So yeah. Let's go dive further into this. I'll show you the way I actually like to process this. I like to use, this is a tip from Odd Prof, I think I told you to mention.
Mm-hmm.
He uses, you know what these mean?
Not a clue. Low pass filter, high pass filter, LP.
Yes,
I don't know.
LP, low pass, I think it's, yeah, it's low pass, 12. 12 means it's cutting the, remember I was talking about rolling off sound? It is rolling off at 12 decibels per octave. Follow kind of what I mean?
No, but I have this recorded, so
Okay.
I can see it.
Going back, remember earlier I showed you the funnel. You have the low bass, the sub bass, and then its second octave. So if you were to roll it off at this rate, that means that you have the, if say they were equal, with this filter, the second octave would be 12 decibels lower, which is quite a bit. It's significant, right? So that's like to 12 dB low. So it's rolling off at a rate. So that's what that filter means. So all these multis, so it's low, high, low pass, it's low, band pass. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, this one's B and it's notch. So it's got band pass notch. It's got the band, which is like the middle. It's got a notch.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
Okay, so how you work this filter, here's how you make this work. What you want to do is essentially want to get this notch to kind of accentuate like a screaming sound in your low mids. So I'm basically aiming to get it to kind of hit that spot where it's kind of screaming a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the notch to travel the other way through it, and so it gets rid of there's like a whoop sound. You want to kind of have the program this little whoop is gone, and it creates a movement. Just hard to explain, but you make it go the other way. So it's like, this is like where it gets kind of punchy. Now you want to have this notch cut this bump out at around this frequency, which makes sense.
Yes. Curious to see how this is done.
Okay, so like I like this filter. Dubstep pieces. Kind of here and there.
Oh.
do some post effects on this bad boy. So the compressor, put that multi-band. Maybe lower the threshold so it pushes it harder.
You didn't press multi-band. Gnarly, okay.
So I'm gonna apply this one. Some kind of sweeps. I'm going to change these into basic shapes. Basic shapes. The soft.
This is an excision roar.
Yeah, this is probably how you made it. Well, we'll just work with that. I don't love it. So from here you can kind of, I'll show you the secret sauce here. Now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to grab an amp and start.
And that's just a typical amp from Ableton?
Yeah, you can also do something like a saturator. I just put this kind of on the master all my clips. I'll clip it. You can said you don't want to affect the walls, so this is where I'm going to sit.
So that gives you cushion. What is that thing? It's a
reverb. What I'm doing right now is I'm applying a reverb, and I don't want the reverb on my stuff. that like I think it's 40 and 80, that's 42 something. So I went on rest because that was something. Something big.
Yes.
So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna delete all this.
Whoa, there's so much colors to this. Holy shit.
I made this patch yesterday. It's cool. So. Got a lot of crap.
Very.
Here's my secret patch. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to show you. I'll make a new one real quick. That's probably why this is missing a little bit of sauce. So, yeah, now I remember. So we're gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna go left from B. Turn this level down. Yeah, man, go ahead. I'll just rebuild this and show you. I spent a few hours doing this. I had bought like a little FLX4, but I guess it doesn't interest me as much. I feel like I want to eventually. I feel like I'm on a point now where I should probably be able to play a set, you know. But yeah, I need to learn that. Yeah, I don't know that. No, I would just do. No, I would just do the normal thing. I don't know if that means plugging a USB into a CDJ and just going from there. I need to learn that part. I'm confident I can do it fairly fast, but again, I don't know how much it is. That'd be things for me to find out and learn, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, at some point I probably will. I feel like there's like a lot of DJs in the server probably looking for help. I guess at the end of it, I just need to practice. First things first, I need to practice. Find out where I suck, where I need to learn. I bought a subscription. I bought it because I'm an Apple Music user, and DJ had some sort of license Apple Music, but it worked terribly, so it kind of turned me off. They didn't have half my songs too. They didn't have half of some songs. They wouldn't load them. I'm like, this is freaking stupid.
Alright, I am back.
Oh, you were on your phone.
I'm on my headset, which is hooked up to my computer, so I can walk outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The other trick that I forgot that I forgot. So this is the same setup again. So this is one done with sine wave.
Why do you do the bell curve like that on the LFO? Why do you have it going up like that rather than a sharp peak and then go back down? Yeah, like why is it like that? Oh, I see. More tone.
I just, this is kind of like a screen kind of like what it sounds, right?
Okay.
And again, like when you get a finished sound, for instance, like this big one that I really listen to.
Scrolls through patch.
Some EQ cutting. What's this? Hey, you can edit.
How did you make that so long? I would describe it as the beats per minute. Yeah. Oh, is that the sustain? Because I'm used to it going like one bar.
So how you just on this LFO, it's rate. It's how fast it moves for so long.
Oh, okay. I see what you did. Okay, I follow.
So that doesn't sound very cool. So this one, I like sync a lot. What sync does? Sync like kind of makes extra harmonics. See that? So
Yeah.
that sounds like, is it just kind of, it adds really unique tonalities when you kind of get these extra guys.
Okay.
My original point was like leave slats. So I don't want those this side. We don't want the lows. We just want the sub by itself.
Okay.
Cutting the low way. Cut the lows up at the same time. Have a little bit of watch. Thank you. So like more or less got kind of a screen or something there. Since I got this all back, I'm just gonna go back and look at the machine maybe. Pretty interesting results.
Okay.
Much sharper. So now I've kind of got a pretty big effects chain going. We can do changes at the start of the chain that'll like affect a lot of things. It's getting processed slowly. So for instance, like this is try scrats. There's scrats located.
Digital. Oh,
Scrats.
shrats.
It doesn't sound good though.
Wait, so if I'm going to tie into this, how do you put sound into Serum to change the sound? So let's say I recorded a sound, like I went like, how would I put that into Serum? What the? Okay, I was like, that sounds fire, dude.
Pull that from
What the? Get out of here! Get out of here!
don't. It's not really working right.
Well, you have it at 2 bars.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. It just died.
It's out somewhere in here.
Oh, what if you put like the little riser thing that like automates like the whole sound in the WTPOS? Like you play like the whole sound. Yeah. What if you make it do the whole thing? Yeah. No. Oh. It's a venomous Pokemon.
That's actually a good
I'm gonna let you play with that for a second. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Sorry about that. That is way better. Okay.
FM from this weird sound. Is it working? Not really.
No, but it's got color to it. So another thing I wanted to ask you about is song structure. So is there like, I mean, it's like kick, hi-hat, snare, clap for like just a basic dubstep thing, right? And then it goes into going into 4 beats, 8 beats, 16 beats, and transitions and stuff like that. Like I forget the kid who showed his like Osu shenanigans, but like he went on a whole story there. Like how does one figure out where to put stuff, if that makes sense? Like phrases of a song. That's where I want to, because I can write out like a little sketch, but then syncing into like a whole song of like 16 beats or whatever. Okay. Same. very friendly. I talked about this with a musician before. He's in the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra, which is like my local orchestra, and he's like, sidechaining is insane. That's the gist of what he said. I don't really know anything about it. It's like how you have your sub frequencies punch out more.
So basically, I'm reducing the volume on my sub frequencies on my other instruments when the kick plays. When the kick plays, it's fucking loud. I don't know. Yeah, that's how we set it up. Here, I'm going to make it on this side.
Okay. 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 It would be something.
There we go.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
Now, shape it. First off, we can shape it. We'll set the side shape. Here now, so let's go it's set up. And I can change it so it affects this.
Go again. Yes. It's a lot crunchier.
Yeah, so remember that basically follows my fundamental of only one sub note to play. If you play two sub notes, it fucks these up. There's like phase cancellation that happens. So this is basically following the fundamental. The low end is not playing what the kick does because the kick has too many lows. Right? So we're following that fundamental principle. Take that a step further. I always do this because I think it's good practice. I check just what the low end sounds like, just the lows. So I set that up. I'm going to listen to 100 hertz at the low. Right? Keep binding this so when I press 1, this turns on. So I get additional lows by pressing 1.
Wild. Okay.
Hear the boom of the kick a little better now on just the lows. Anyways, that's just something that I do to make sure that my low end sounds. I think if your low end, if you solo your lows and it doesn't sound like a song, it's not good. That's a mistake I see quite a lot of more experiences is they don't treat something to keep in mind. So that's the side chain. So for hats, how to do dubstep hats.
Okay.
I like to basically choose 2 hats. We have to kind of talk to each other back and forth. And the idea with it is that it's providing this high energy, and it's like it should feel like instructions for your head to fucking. Okay, it's the fucking headband. It's the beat. Well, it's not the beat because that's a bass, but yeah, that's like the principle I'm kind of thinking of when I choose program your hats. So which basically makes it very bass. 1, 2,
I guess.
We'll talk to each other. So it's like an up and down feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically how, it's a simple way to put it. Can't even hear them. Try and make some sentences. I'll find something interesting.
Auditioning? What do you mean by that?
I have my splice open. I was picking sounds.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay. So I'm going to probably just pick sounds from this. back to what I said initially. We don't want to fuck up our base, so we're going to cut the lows out of this one.
So what's gonna be the base of the song?
This one's got a nice look to it, so I'm gonna try this one for now.
Okay.
This isn't normally how I work. I'm just trying to put some
Yeah.
So that's kind of filling up the space. Sounds cool, right?
So it's adding more coloration to it?
Let's solo. So like, I want to say it's like kind of coloring the sound, and it's coloring it, and it's kind of filling in the space and blurring the lines.
All right, I can see it.
It sounds cooler though, right? It kind of like draws it all together. I'm going to this bass sound. I want it something bigger, so I'm going to saturate it. Basically, take up more space with saturation.
Okay.
So, the song structure. Okay, so that's actually not terrible. So, I'm going to repeat this for 4 bars, right? To like basically see. So, what my brain thinks now is that that's kind of basic, so I kind of want something interesting on the other side. So I don't know if I would take different sounds, or maybe I would manipulate this guy.
It works.
And then I kind of want to end the phrase on something. It feels like I can do this, it's fine, but I feel like I want something, like kind of a sound effect there. But that's where, I don't know, just pulling something interesting. So that's kind of like, now we got a quick 16 or 8 bar draw.
All right, so that's what you say drop. So is it like intro, build? How would you describe the process of a song?
So yeah, you have your intro. What's a standard? Really inserting some time here. So typically, like when you start a song, you can basically just reference other songs. You kind of just listen to what they do. So you have some sort of intro for the first 8 bars. Bring in some 8 and 16 bars. Kind of get a theme going for like another 8, and then they start building. Usually happens bar 32. But that's, you can do whatever you want. This is like a real standard thing. So it's like you have an intro, building up energy, introduction to the song. You kind of have a bit of an intro going. And by here you will like transition to a build, and then you have so here's like a cool way to do a introduction or a build or introduce elements from the drop. So and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all the take two of them. This one's going to do the opposite. Take one.
What is that thing?
What is this?
Auto filter?
So you can do the same thing with just like an EQ.
Okay.
This one's kind of just the same for it. It's like essentially probably the same thing. You're just choosing like a curve. You just introduce the sound. Introduce more highs to the song, it's like it brings more energy, right? So we'll do that. I also like to just have watch this thing.
Okay.
So this is where you can do like a vocal, fake out, drum fill, something. You know what I mean? I think I can maybe put a drum fill in there. And maybe a catchphrase of some sort.
Sure, I like it. I would probably put more changes in, make it more interesting. Yeah, it's not bad, you know? No, it definitely gives like a little layout, and then so you have your intro, you're introducing the elements, and then you go into the lead up to the drop, and then it goes to the drop, and then it goes into chorus. I'm thinking of rap and stuff, but
Well, the drop is the chorus.
drop is the chorus. So bridge.
Yes, a bridge. A bridge is you basically think about the song in terms of energy levels, right? So you want the energy levels to constantly be flowing, right? So the drop is like 10 out of 10 is your max energy, right? So after that, you want to bring it back down. So like maybe then drop it like you can end it with a reverse. Take this. That sucked.
Oh.
Okay, it's like a more of a white noise. That's kind of like hanging. Or you could have it end their song. I feel like this needs reverb. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going from here. But yeah, so that's then you go into basically I guess so if I were making a song I'd have some sort of like maybe like synths playing chords, I don't know, vocals, right? You introduce that here, you have your draw, you cool down, bring in this theme that was in your intro kind of again, and then you build up again into drop 2, and then I guess you can bring in that theme again or just end up with log. It's kind of whatever. It depends how generic you want to be. I kind of like to break away from generic style structures, like the very simple structures, because I don't like it in dubstep. I think it's overdone. I don't want to participate in that.
See, DJing with it though, it makes it really easy for me to DJ if it's generic song structures. That's why I like I'm trying to see the generic part.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I guess for dubstep, it's essentially build drop.
I mean, yeah. Build drop, cool down for a little bit, build drop.
Sometimes, like the beginnings are just excuses for the drop to.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
Like they're not even good. It's like if the DJ you gave them the song to play up, they just started the build. Fucking chop that up. Unless that's why I don't know. I don't think that's what makes a great dubstep producer. I think that's what lazy producers do, or they're really busy on the road. That's why I think they make the songs like that. I don't think. Well, I guess I'm a producer first, so I want like the rest of the song.
That's totally, dude. There's two sides of this coin. That's crazy. I've never even thought about it like that. I'm like, just give me the cookie cutter so I can plug it and chug it.
Yeah. And they're just like designed to be played out. But from my perspective, I think that is the lazy way out. I think the artists that I really respect don't do that.
Who do you really respect for artist-wise?
Who I really depends. Sometimes the drops go so fucking hard that I don't care. The rest of the intro's an excuse for it.
On like standard preference, like if you had to list like 3 names off the top of your head, who what's your little sound sphere?
Artists that I really like.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Depends.
You won't die if you say the wrong answer, I promise. Just give me...
Let me look at my playlist, my favorites.
Okay. I'll name you mine. So, Subtronics, Whole, Sudden Death. Yeah, Morbid, I mean. That's where I gravitate.
I'll just give you a bunch that I really like, okay? So I really like Odd Prophet. I fucking love Felmax.
Felmax. I haven't heard of him. Okay.
Felmax he's like, I really like Distortion. I feel like Felmax just fucking blows the sound up so kind of where yeah, well, let's play this couple. Fuck, I don't have Apple Music on this phone.
Oh, you're good, you're good. I got SoundCloud hooked up. I mean, Spotify. So I'll just save, like, Divergent Fist, or Parallel Destruction, or Chapel, or...
Parallel Destruction is his latest song. Like, that song. It's so slow.
Alright, we'll take that into account. I'll put that on my must-review list.
And right now, I'm a huge fan of Vicinity. Underground. I think he's the heaviest artist.
How do you spell Vicinity?
D-I-S-I-N-E-T-Y.
Vicinity. Processor, Judgment, Worship. Oh, you might show me a whole new world here, bro.
Valium. Really like Valium. Only You. Sinister Riches.
Alright, so you got a third, or should I ask my next question?
Well, that's more what I say. But I feel like they're not really making crazy good, like what I talked about earlier. You know what I mean? Like making a really good stuff.
Got you, okay. So, I would say, what are some really bass heavy, like, I'm gonna destroy my, like, shatter my windshield listening to this bass in my car with my two 12-inch subs?
Or like heavy.
Yeah.
Or loud bass.
Loud bass that's like a Millie by Lil Wayne, where it's just like you feel like it's gonna break the car.
How about batters with screens or peekaboo?
I love Peekaboo. Oh, let's take a second. Oh my god, I love Peekaboo so much, bro. Alright,
That's kind of what I think of back subs.
Peekaboo is a phenomenal. I'm putting him on my SoundCloud right now. Add to. Where is Peekaboo? Follow. I am not following Peekaboo. Okay. Because, like, I'm trying to get, like, a little sphere of, like, what I want to listen to, what I want to create, stuff like that.
Yeah, so like a lot of times, like with these really distorted stuff, like the subs on his component, right? Oh yeah, like what you forgot, Paul. Paul uses his mix is like really sub heavy. Like he pushes this sub forward very aggressively. Maybe that's why you pick him so much. I don't know, but he's a fat sub in his mix. Probably picks actually too.
Yeah, I don't know why, like, his high ends and his low ends just create this.
Ways distortion works, I like it.
Now I'm just picturing hole in my head.
I saw him at Lost Lands this year.
You went to Lost Lands? Oh, fam, I went to 2017 and 18.
I bet you it was better than that. It was probably, was it really loud?
Yeah, is it not loud anymore?
It wasn't loud.
No.
No, I feel like people did not talk about that enough. They really turned down the It's like worth the fucking days.
The first year was insane. The second year was insane. I've never heard a bass like that in my entire life. They gave us earplugs.
Yeah, they gave earplugs this year, but I feel like I went to one set and it was really loud, and that was like
They
some
do.
of the smaller stages.
They do that in the sound camps. But I want to go back when it hits 10 years, so in 2 more years, I want to go back to Lost Lands.
Okay, yeah. Well, I saw them. They officially said that it's going to be louder this year. Because I'm not going this year.
Ripperino. Do you frequent the rave scene over in Canada, or?
Yeah, I go to a lot of small shows. I went to 85 last week.
I heard you talking about that in the web call the other day.
Well, one big thing is that I'm not a huge IU5 fan, right? I'm a moderate IU5 fan. I also respect him because he is probably the best serial user on the planet. He's insane. Especially if you watch his tutorials, you won't know what the fuck he's doing or talking about.
Oh, dude, I've been there. That's why I am so grateful that you sat me down and like had this discussion about bare bones of what dubstep is. Like very bare bones. Like
Yeah. Well, I like to teach people what they don't do with those things.
well, I was gonna say, would you want to do this a little bit more? I don't always have to hit the record button, but you could start hitting the record button, and we do like these little classes, and you post it on your channel instead of I post it on my live stream channel and stuff like that.
No, I don't want to make that like content out of it personally, but I'm happy to help you out.
Well, I still, if it's cool with you, I would still like to record if and when we have like little future sessions of like, you know, what's going on under the hood of, you know, sound design. Like, if I record it, it's gonna give me like reference for later that I can look back on, which is the most important part, because I could have just been here for 2 hours and been like, oh, I remember how to put an audio clip in Serum now, and that's all I remember. But now I have like this whole wall of data.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's probably, no, it's good. That everything I said is like kind of captured. Maybe you can re-review it and really
Like, I can tell you for a fact, and this is like an honest to God fact, for the next week, I'm going to be reviewing this every single night, and then I'm going to be creating stuff during the day.
Awesome. Because that's, yeah. I know the value of recording, because, like me, I can sit along and listen along to somebody's video or instruction video. If I'm a little bit shaky on it, it doesn't register as much, right? So I forget. It makes sense when they're speaking, but then when I go to do it, I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, that's the rough part. But hey, Frazier, is there anything else you want to show me for this set, or you just kind of want to call it on that?
It'd be easier if I had a fucking project saved, and we could go over it, right?
Well, this time next week, you might have something together, though.
I might. I'd like to get something. I don't know. I guess maybe my advice would be, or my question is, why I would say Ableton's but I'm biased.
Oh no, I think Ableton is the dot too, but $50 for Reaper is why I went with Reaper.
Fair enough. So I could show you some of the reasons why. This stuff might be baked into what you call it,
Reaper.
but something that I really like about Ableton is, so I like the grouping system. I like that one. So I kind of showed you. Oh, I've sent. I accidentally sent all these sounds to Reaper. But I like the grouping section, so that's like my sidechain is very simple. Right? Kind of show you how to set that up. I have everything in all these groups going to this sidechain. Everything within the white gets sidechained when I drum. It's automatically, which is just a beautiful thing. I don't know how you would set up.
Not a clue. It'd be so much more under the hood, like smashing it with hammers and chiseling it.
Is there automations?
Very slight, and I haven't learned the plethora of knowledge that it requires for Reaper, but there is some slight automation, nothing crazy like this.
Yeah, it's like something like a quick and dirty version of sidechains. You take, I don't know, this utility. It's just real. There's probably something like this in Reaper. All I can do is control it. I'm going to make an automation on this group. I want, when my kick hits up here, I want so drop this down like this. I'm going to bring it back here. And I'm going to repeat this automation. Now I have created a very shitty quick and dirty extension. Kind of sounds a little bit abrupt, right? It's like that. But yeah, Shaper Box is the one I use. There's a version, a cheap version.
Oh.
Shaper Box is $90.
Let's go through what plugins you would suggest for a beginner such as myself, or novice.
have serum, right?
I got serum.
Honestly, you don't really need much, to be honest. I want to say you don't, like, Clipper is like kind of a good one, but the Clipper is like easy to use. Like, honestly, what I want you to do with the Clipper is basically put it on your master and forget about it.
Oh, okay. Easy done.
Yeah, it basically it's gonna tame loud noises coming into it. Like, you kind of see it working here. Like it's cutting out the shit here. It's cutting out pieces that are too loud, so like special noise. So like you see, it's cutting out all the transients. But yeah, it's kind of like you don't need to do much with the Clipper. Especially at this stage, just having it there will actually improve your sound. Like, I like FabFilter Pro Q. I can send you want a pirated version of this?
No. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No. Because I'm recording on YouTube. I could never pirate. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay. Yeah, this one's genuine. So, I honestly, I'm gonna give you the typical. You just gotta learn the plugins that come with your DAW.
Okay.
I fucking love Shaper Box for how easy it makes with like side chaining. I actually started a pirated version of this, and I actually bought it just to support the company. Ableton's got a very good stock. The stock effects are excellent. A lot of times people might think pay money is better, but honestly, some of these plugins might be better than a lot of the paid competition. So.
I do plan on switching to Ableton eventually down the line, but I'm just trying to run the suite because Deadmau5 gave the challenge to every dirty producer that if you can learn Reaper, you can learn music production. So I chose Reaper. There, I said it.
Okay, well, yeah, if you learn, I don't know. It seems like you're kind of like, you can see what I'm doing and apply to you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, a lot of the processes would be the same, right?
Close.
I saw you're like opening up a bunch of shit windows.
Yeah, just windows on windows on windows.
Yeah.
Text boxes.
How many effects? Oh, one effect. It's more like an effect suite, but like a kilohertz package. Something to keep in mind. I wouldn't suggest you buy it at this time. I think you need to get better in other areas before it's like it makes sense to go and buy the kilohertz package. It's kind of like it's got an effect suite in its own synthesizer and stuff. Odd Profit, when I mentioned like this uses that stuff a lot for his sound. I don't have it installed right now. That's what I'm thinking of getting. But I don't know. I don't think you need many plugins to be honest.
Thank you for being honest with that because I always freak out. I'm like, do I have the right plugins? I don't have Valhalla or like something crazy that everyone else talks about. So.
Especially like I feel like if you look at a lot of like the producers that are pulling like everyone's trying to sell you fucking garbage. Like everyone's peddling junk. I feel like there's only a few good plugin companies. And then a fucking sea of garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Alright, Fraser. I'm gonna go smoke, have some dinner, and I'll be hitting you up recently, and I hope to see you again on the group chat and whatnot, like the weekly call.
I'm watch your progression. Better than me.
Hey, you know, I do have 6 weeks off from work, so that just gives me time to get back in the rhythm of like editing. Dude, it feels so good to edit again, just in general. I love making art. I hate using pen and paper or like paintbrushes, but anything digital, fucking put me in there. So.
Yeah, well, you sound like you're probably a nerd, so like getting good at like your key bindings and like the shortcuts. It's something that comes with time and implement those. Makes you a lot faster, better.
Don't throw me with a good time.
I would, and then just another thing, like you probably heard like some of the guys in their chat like say that they don't really watch tutorials anymore. You should never stop learning. Okay.
Roger that.
Just stagnate. Probably you want to spend probably about a quarter of your time learning, and then 3/4 practicing, making stuff.
So if I spend 8 hours to 10 hours a week, I should spend 2 hours.
Maybe more at the start, more learning, but anyways, just try. Well, it becomes more of a thing when you get better, because then you start like, I can't find any videos that help me. You know what I mean?
No, I feel that with Skyrim modding. No one can help me.
Yeah. There you go. That's where you kind of, for me, like I'm at a stage now. Some YouTube videos. I really like Mod Prophet because I feel like he's one of the few where he's saying shit. Oh, this is fucking brilliant. But I'm kind of at a point now where I learn the most by I'll just subscribe to a random artist that I like speech on and see which other videos for a month. That's where I kind of pull more information from at this point for me.
Dude, I respect how much you put into this. This is crazy. Like, I come from the world, just to reiterate, like travel photography, videography, and stuff like that. Like, I've been in the 26 countries and I shot all sorts of stuff. Hip-hop videos, random travel videos, and lots of photos. And man, when I was practicing my craft for eons, I've taken over 10,000 pictures easily. And but then it became so fucking mainstream to be a photographer that I was like, fuck it, I'm being something else. So, because everyone can use Google whatever shenanigans nowadays to make their bokeh look at a certain image rather than having a certain camera with a certain lens that has a certain aperture that catches like a specific, you know, bokeh ball. Anyways, I'll go crazy.
Technology got too good. Now you just picked the art form that's probably replaced by AI.
Well, it can be in some aspects, but I feel like music's more timeless. And same with photography, but photography's a little bit more. I don't like photography expos. I like music shows.
Yeah. Okay.
So it helps me a little bit. But anywho, Fraser, you have an awesome day. Thank you very, 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 very much. I want to say I greatly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Well, happy to help you out.
All right, peace. All right, guys, that is it for this one.